right, Appo. You ready, Freddy? Are you ready, Freddy? Let's hit the road, Jack. Oh, hey there, everyone. It's Anthony back with another video here on Single and Placing. Hi. Hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. Today, we're out here on a little walk and chat. Just wanted to give you a life update. Make sure to leave in the comments how things are going for you. Yeah, it is Saturday evening, Saturday the 20th, Smith? Yeah, Saturday the 20th of September, and yeah, just out here doing a little later of a walk than normal because I just got back from Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Went up there today, not necessarily on a whim. I was wanting to go all week because they were doing their Oktoberfest event up there. So they did like a Stein holding contest, and they had a like kind of German style band there that was playing all day. And then they had a bunch of like seasonal food. This is their second week, I believe, of doing it, or third week, and they still have 3 more weeks. So I think they do it for 6 weeks. So, yeah. So I've been wanting to go up there. I sent an email out to like the whole friend group, and everybody turned me down. Everybody had other stuff going on. Nobody wanted to go. And then one friend was already up there for a wedding. He's like, oh, I should be able to meet up with you for a couple hours before the wedding. I was like, oh, perfect. And then never heard from him. And I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go. I'm not part of me was like, okay, I'll just maybe ask people again next week and see if they want to go. And I was like, you know what? I want to go. I'm doing it. I'm just going to go. It's okay. So I went up. And so, yeah, we'll talk about that. Yesterday, this whole week's been fine. I can't remember the last time I did a life catch-up vlog, but this whole week's been fine. Work's good. Busy, because we're hiring for customer care, and we do these like phone interviews, and we did 21 of them. So it's been busy, but it's fine. It's fine. It's busy, but good. Then last night, I went and saw my mom. We were supposed to go to do karaoke, but the place that we do karaoke, their karaoke DJ, whatever KJ, quit. So they're hunting for a new one, but karaoke's canceled until they find a new one. So she was like, well, we can't do that. And I was like, well, I still want to hang out. Let's do a movie night or something. So I went over to her house and we watched a movie and had dinner. She made dinner, chicken enchiladas with beans and rice and veggie toppings and stuff. Then we had ice cream sandwiches for dessert, and we watched a movie just at the house. It was nice. I haven't done something like that with my mom in a long time, just like hanging out on the couch watching a movie together. So we need to start doing that more frequently because we had a blast. Very similar personalities, she and I. So we did that. And then, like I said, today I woke up, I took Apollo for a short walk in the morning, but I wanted to get up to Glenwood as close to opening as possible. They opened from 10 to 6. I ended up getting there right around 11:15. So a little bit later than I wanted to, late start. And I stopped and got coffee on the way up. And then I was like, ooh, I need gas. I had to stop and get gas. And there was traffic going up the mountain, but I made it up there. I got there, and the plan was to film a coaster pursuit video talking about the Oktoberfest events there at Glenwood Caverns and just some of the stuff. Because the last time I filmed a video there was at the beginning of the summer season. So it's been a few months. So I've been up there a total of 4 times, I believe, this season, including today. So get up there and I start filming. Apollo, come on. I get up there and I film my little intro, and if you remember, or if you've seen that Coaster Pursuit video, the entrance to the theme park, or to the amusement park, adventure park, is at the bottom of the mountain. Oh, potty break, hold on. Oh my goodness, sorry. So yeah, the entrance to the park is at the bottom of the mountain in the town of Glenwood, which is like in this canyon. So you start down there, that's where you park, you get your ticket, or in my instance, I get my little season pass wristband, and then you take a gondola up to the top, and that's where all the rides are, at the top of the canyon. So it's this really unique park. A lot of people rate it as one of their favorite parks in the country just because of the scenery. It's just so beautiful. If I can manage to insert some little, picture-in-picture or cut to some clips of what I filmed today or the last time I went, just so you can get a little taste for it. It's just an incredible park. It's just so cool. So park, film my little intro, get on the gondola going up. I'm just talking in the gondola. It's busy. It is a busy day there, or it was a busy day there today because of the Oktoberfest. It's the busiest I've ever seen it in the 4 times I've been there. So I was like, oh, there's a lot of people, but that's okay. It's a very small park. There are 3 roller coasters, including the kids one. I guess 4, including the kids one, and they have an alpine coaster, a mountain coaster, where you just ride in the little cart and go down the mountain. So 4 if you include those. Their biggest roller coaster is called Defiance, and it has, I think, a total of 2 or 3 inversions. Maybe it's 3. I think it's 3. 3 inversions. It's a very small model of that style. It's a very, really small one, but what makes it scary is the fact that it's on the side of a cliff. And then you also have one called Cliffhanger, which is up at the very top of the park. So it's a bit of a hike to get up there. And that one also is kind of, it doesn't go upside down or anything. It's actually more of a junior coaster in terms of like its intensity. There's not really too much to it, but because it's on a cliff, that's what makes it scary. And then I did all the rides except for the kiddie coaster because I've already done it once. They have a little Ferris wheel. They call it like a mine wheel. It's very small, teeny tiny little thing, mainly for kids, so I didn't get on that. And then they also have a 4D theater. It's this theater that you sit in. They give you these 3D glasses, and the chairs shake and air blows at you and stuff. It's a little outdated. I've done it once this year, one and only time, and I was like, it's okay. It's fine. It's not really for me. This is a very small family-run park, so not very high budget there in the 4D theater. So I skipped those 3. But I did their Crystal Tower, which is a drop tower. So you actually start at the top. You get in, and you're at the highest point. They load you in, and then you drop down 110 feet, but you don't know when it's coming. It just kind of happens abruptly. It's the most terrifying ride that I think I've ever done. Every time I get off of that, I've only been on it twice. The 2 times earlier this summer and today, I get off of that and my hands are shaking. I'm shaking. It's so scary because it's in complete darkness too. So it's just pitch black and you drop 110 feet, which is pretty short for a drop tower. But the fact that you don't rise up and then it lets you go, you start at the top so you don't know when it's going to happen. And it's just far enough in the dark that you really start to panic and your legs are just kind of floating, and then you slow down. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And then I did their canyon swing, is what they call it. And that's the swing that swings you out over the edge of the cliff. That's also very intense. I did that again once earlier this summer. And I said, never again will I ride that thing. Well, I got on it today and we'll talk about why. And then they have their canyon flyer, which is like just a swing, you know, the rotating thing where you sit in the swings and you spin around. Very simple kind of kids ride, but they, again, swing you out over the edge of the canyon. That's the second scariest ride. And what is normally a rather tame family or kids ride ends up being so scary because you're swinging out over the side of this cliff, straight down. It's terrifying. So I was screaming my little butt off. So yeah, out of their main rides, I'd say the drop tower is the most scary, then the little swing ride, then the flyer that sends you out over the edge, and then their roller coaster that goes upside down is the fourth scariest. And then their last adult roller coaster, number 5. But yeah, it's funny that the ones that are like, if they were just on flat ground, they'd be nothing. They really would be nothing. But the fact that it's over the edge of a cliff is just like, oh my gosh, it's a lot. So anyway, so I get up there, they're playing the music and having a good old time. They had like big beer steins, souvenir beer steins that you could get. But I go ride Defiance like 4 times because there's no line. So I ride it 4 times. And then one of the park managers, or the park manager who I've now met, this is my 3rd time seeing him there. And the second time I went with another coaster enthusiast, 2 guys. One of them, his channel name is Coaster 365 on YouTube. So I went with him, and this manager, his name's Arthur, he gave us like a backstage tour of Defiance and like showed us around the park and kind of gave us a little tour, and we got to like skip the line in a couple places earlier in the summer. So I've met him before. So I met him today. He was walking around and he had like a beer stein outfit on. It was really silly. So he's there, and I'm like, hey, Arthur. And he's like, oh, hey. It's like, hey, how's it going? He's like, oh, it's crazy busy today. Running around just trying to keep operations going. I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, I heard them telling people on the coaster, obviously, that there's no phones allowed and stuff, but do you guys allow, or is it possible for me to film on my GoPro if I have it on my chest harness or on my wrist mount? And he's like, oh yeah, man, that's okay. Just make sure it's secure. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, that's fine. I'll let you do it. I was like, oh my gosh, how cool. So it changed gears. I mean, I still filmed the coaster pursuit video, obviously, but now I got to film on ride, on Defiance, on Cliffhanger, on the drop tower, on the Scream and Swing, which is the back and forth swing, and the flyers that go around in a circle. I got to film on ride. Oh, and the mountain coaster. I got to film on ride on all of those. So for Cliffhanger, for the roller coasters, Defiance, Cliffhanger, and the Alpine coaster, now I'll be able to do separate coaster pursuit videos of just POV, and then I'll include the other ones in my vlog. So I'm super excited. I was not expecting that, and I'm glad that I had the confidence to ask, because I was debating it in my head while he was standing there. I was like, should I ask him? Should I not ask him? I don't want to sound like a dum-dum, like maybe it's a clearly not, but I asked and he said yes, and I was like, oh, wow. So this will be my first time where I get some more on-ride footage, and you should really check it out because, I mean, it's my raw reaction to going on the swings, the flyer that goes in a circle. I've never been on that thing before, and like I said, it's the second scariest ride, in my opinion, in that park, and I kind of lost it. And then the same on the one that just goes back and forth. I had a meltdown on both of them, but maybe you'll think it's funny. So you should go check it out. It's not, I don't know when, I'm assuming that'll go live before this. I don't know. Hop up. Come on. On the other channel. If it does, then I'll link that video in the description box to this one. But it was a fun day. So probably going to be a relatively short video because I just did a bunch of rides. And then I was like, okay, let's try some of this seasonal food. Like they had a bratwurst with kraut and a kielbasa, and a schnitzel and all this stuff, pretzel with beer cheese and all this stuff. The line for the food, I stood in that line towards the end of the day for, come on. I stood at that line, in that line towards the end of the day for, I want to say about 20 to 30 minutes. And I moved like maybe 20 feet. Like there was still tons of people in front of me. Like everyone was in line to get, you know, the Oktoberfest food and their beers and stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'm done riding all the rides I wanted to do, and the food was going to be my last piece. Get some food and go home. It's like, I really don't want to stay here for another hour to get a bratwurst. You know, like, I'm sure it's good, but it's like, I'm not planning on being here till close. I want to get back down and get my boy, and get him on a fairly decent walk. So I was like, okay, so I bailed on that. So it's a relatively short video probably, but it's got on ride stuff, which I rarely get the opportunity to do. So I was really excited for that. So yeah, that was my little day at Glenwood. And yeah, don't really have any plans. I still need to film my announcement video for Mooka Mania. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. I still need to film my announcement video for my fall trip that I'm doing in just a couple weeks now. Hold on, we've got another potty break. We're going to head back to the park so we can throw this away. But yeah, I've got my announcement video for Mooka Mania, my announcement video for my fall trip on the other channel, and I'd like to potentially get a whip and chat in tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get a bunch of filming done tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a bunch of editing tonight because I've got this vlog that you're watching now, but I have one responding to your comments vlog that's still sitting on the memory card that I need to edit, and this new coaster pursuit video from today's trip, which will probably take precedence. I think I'm going to start with that one tonight because I'm very excited. And the POV videos, which are really short. They're just however long the ride was. So, but the fact that I have 3, that's more than I have now, I think. I think I have, oh, you know what? I might have 3. But I got 3 more today, so that's pretty good. And then I'll have 2 in October for Stricker's Grove because I got permission to film there too. So yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. And I'm hoping that I can build my confidence up when I go to Kentucky Kingdom, and maybe I don't know about the Six Flags Cedar Fair parks. That's such a big corporation that I'm sure their rules are very strict. But it would be cool to at least meet, like as I'm in the park, if I see staff walking around, just introduce myself and just say, hey, it's Anthony, I just started a new channel. I'm here for the first time. It's a super cool place. I'd love maybe in the future to have an opportunity to do some POV filming or something like that. Like what would I need to do to do that? Like what would the steps look like? And if they're like, oh, we just don't do that, then fine, but at least I tried. So I just feel like I've had a couple wins in terms of getting to film on ride, and so I'm feeling kind of confident now because I've gotten Lakeside gave me the ability to do that, Waterworld, Glenwood, and upcoming Stricker's Grove. So I'm like, it doesn't hurt to ask, you know, get your name out there, see what can be done. But you can see the sky's got this like yellow tinge to it. It's because there's some rain just on the other side of the foothills here, but then we've got the sunset. So we're getting this like really interesting kind of yellowy haze because it's going through the rain. But we're just getting like little intermittent sprinkles right now, just like a couple drops, but it's supposed to rain tonight. Anyway, so yeah, today was awesome. As soon as he was like, yeah, sure, I was like, oh crap, now I've got to ride everything. Because at first I was like, I'm not going to do the drop tower. I'm not doing the super scary stuff. But I was like, if I can film while I'm on them, I kind of have to. So yeah, I'm curious to see how those clips turned out. I watched them a little bit while I was at the park, walking from place to place. I watched them a little bit on the action camera, but that screen's so small, it was hard to tell. So yeah, and then, yeah, tomorrow will probably just be quite a bit of filming and house chores. And I've got Mia's live to watch, which she did her 8-hour live yesterday. And I was lucky and I had just enough time between work and leaving to go to my mom's. Sorry, everyone. Between work and leaving for my mom's, I had like half an hour to get on her live. So I did get on her live while I was walking Apollo. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm not at the crafting table. I'm not even in the house. I'm walking around because I've got to walk Apollo, but I wanted to say hi. So I did that. I filmed my unboxing of my Mary Mud. Oh, so I need to post that too. Oh, I got a lot of editing to do. Oh, and I filmed 2 kit unboxings. I completely forgot about those. I've got that Yume Art kit that released with the fox, and I've got Weather Goddess from Ivy Dolomore. So I have a lot of content that I need to post and schedule, but I'm gonna space it out. That way you have stuff to watch. Have stuff to watch for like the next couple of weeks. And then I'll probably do another whip and chat, and probably, of course, another vlog or 2, and try to get enough stuff kind of scheduled out, maybe like once a week-ish through October, because I'll be traveling. So at least I'll be able to have something up. But yeah, I'm so ready for this little mini trip. I mean, it's technically a work trip. 2 of the days are a work conference, but the other 6 are me days. So it's kind of a vacation / work trip. I'm so ready. And then I'm ready for the one that's going to happen after that for Virginia and Maryland, because I get to see Taylor and Sarah from Coaster Studios again. But I also get to meet a whole bunch of theme park and coaster enthusiasts that I've been talking to online all year. Get to meet them face to face for the first time. So it's going to be a pretty cool experience. So yeah. The rest of this year is going to be, it's busy. I've got like the next 2 weeks, and then it's a lot. So, but yeah, and then I paid Dom and Brandon for watching Apollo next month. I paid them for that just to get it out of the way. So pretty much all of my expenses for these trips, other than gas, souvenirs, any extra food I get outside of the parks, everything that I can prepay for has been prepaid. So yeah, I actually switched where I'm staying in Maryland, my 1-night stay in Bowie, Maryland. I booked an Airbnb, and then they sent me like a little message on Airbnb, and they're like, hey, just a heads up, make sure you have your photo ID with you for an electronic check-in, and then we also need you to add your credit card number to this like Google form, because we require a security deposit. And I'm like, no, you don't. I've never had to do a security deposit with a private owner, like for an Airbnb. Like fine for a hotel or they keep your card on file for incidentals, but I've never had to pay a security deposit at a private residence. That's insane. Never had to do that before. And the fact that you want me to put my credit card information on some form that you've created outside of the Airbnb app seems really scammy to me. So I messaged them back and I was like, hey, I have never seen an Airbnb host require a security deposit or additional payment outside of what I pay on the app. Like, how would, this just doesn't seem right to me, and I need to cancel my reservation. And so they wrote me back and they were like, it's pretty typical, blah, the whole spiel. I'm like, no, it's not. I've literally never had to do this, and I've been using Airbnb since like 2015. And no, I've never, for a hotel, yes, but never for somebody's pool house or a mother-in-law suite. I've never had to pay a security deposit. I think they asked for $300, which is like, I think the room was $100 for the night. And then they wanted, so I paid the $100 and the cleaning fees, all that stuff happens through Airbnb's app. And then they messaged me with like a link to a Google form and they're like, yeah, we need to record your credit card number and we need to take a $300 security deposit. I'm like, no, you don't. So luckily with this Airbnb, I could cancel all the way up until like 2 days before my stay. So I just went in there and canceled it. And I was looking for other Airbnbs in the area, but none of them were private entrances. They're all like, oh, we have a guest suite in our house, or it's a spare bedroom, or, just, I don't want to stay in somebody's house while they're there. That just seems really weird. Like if I don't have a private entrance to like a basement or a loft where I can lock doors and we're not sharing any spaces, like it needs to be its own essentially apartment, then I'm not going to stay there. I'm not doing any sort of shared space, co-living, anything like that. So I just went and did a hotel instead. I just did a Marriott or a Courtyard by Marriott right there in town. Super cheap. I think it ended up being like $80 or something, $87 for the night. Comes with a free breakfast. And they do take a credit card for incidentals, but there's no security deposit. So I was like, yeah, I don't mind doing it if it's a legitimate hotel or if it seems sensical, but this seemed really sketchy. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not giving you my credit card number on a Google Doc that you can just keep, just that seemed crazy. So yeah. And I did, they asked me for a reason on Airbnb why I'm canceling. And I was like, they asked me for additional security deposit and asked to take my credit card information outside of the app. And that just made me uncomfortable. So I'd like to cancel. So yes, last minute switch up there, but everything else seems fine. Like all my rental cars are all taken care of. Airbnbs at all these different places are all taken care of. Flights are all good. Got the parking at the airport for the car already prepaid. Apollo's dog care is taken care of. So I'm going to run through my little spreadsheet one more time to make sure I'm not missing anything, but I think I got it all. The only things that I could prepay right now are the skip the line for Kings Island. I haven't purchased that yet because it's expensive. It's like $120 something. It's expensive. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till the day of, get to the park in the morning and see what the crowds are like. And if it looks packed, then I'll buy it in the moment and be good to go. But I would hate to buy it, kind of like I did at Hershey Park. I pre-bought it, and luckily they refunded me. But I pre-bought it, and then the park was rainy that day, so I didn't need it. So I just want to see what it's like, and then I'll make that call when I get there. The same with the, I did buy the all-day food pass there already. So I just have to see about the skip the line. And then for King's Dominion over Halloween, same deal. I haven't purchased the skip the line yet. I just want to see what it looks like on the day. That one's only $55, where I think the Kings Island one is like, I think it was like $129 for the day. So I just want to see on the day. I'm like, oh, it's busy. Let me just buy this real quick. And then I haven't gotten the all-day food plan just yet at King's Dominion because I just don't know if I'll need it. I don't know if I'll need it because it's $47.99, and I'm like, will I really eat $47.99 worth of food if I was to buy it a la carte? Like, I'll have to be kind of stuffing my face to make that worth it. So I'm like, maybe I'll wait, and then on the day I'll just get like a hot dog for $12, and that'll probably do me for the day, you know, because usually when I'm at these parks, I'm just a-going and a-going and a-going, you know. So I remember at Cedar Point when I got the dining pass, I felt like I got food just because I could and not necessarily because I was hungry, you know? So, like, maybe I don't need to do that. It's good for content because I can show different meal options. It's good for content, but I'm going to take 2 bites of it and throw it away. That seems a little wasteful, both in terms of the food and the money. So we'll see. But I think Kings Island makes more sense because that park is open from 10 a.m. to midnight. So I'm like, oh yeah. And in 14 hours, I'm sure that I could have a couple meals, you know. So in that regards, I think it was $47.99. I'm like, yeah. In 14 hours, I'm sure I can eat, you know, between a lunch and a dinner with theme park food prices. I'm sure I can get that. Because the way it works is you're allowed to get a drink every, I think it was 60 minutes. Every 60 minutes you can refill your soda, and every 90 minutes you can get, is that right? Let me look. Gosh, I don't want to lie to you like you care, but I'm going to look it up. Kings Island, because it's a weird little system. Yes, I know they're doing, and that's the other thing is I haven't bought my Halloween haunted house tickets yet, but they're like $10 and I'll just do them on the day because I don't know which day I'm going to want to do the haunted attractions, so I'm going to wait until I get there. It's a $10 add-on, so I'll just wait for the day. Tickets, passes, and more, drinks and dining. So the all-day premium dining plan, it's $46.99. Okay, so you have a 90-minute interval between meals and snacks. So every hour and a half, you can go get a meal or a snack, and that's like a burger and fries would be the meal. So like every 90 minutes you can get something along those lines, which is just crazy. And then every 15 minutes you can get a refill on your beverage, which is just like, I guess, you know, if you wanted to cheat the system, you could buy one of those, and then it's like, okay, Sue, let's go this way. Sue, you're gonna eat at 10. Sarah, you're gonna eat at 11:30. I'll eat at 1. You know, you could do it like that. So like every 90 minutes, a different person gets a meal, and just rotate. But for a single person to have a full meal every 90 minutes, oh my gosh. So yeah, I think at Cedar Point, I got a total of 3 meals because I got something early on and then midday, and then I got dinner to take home to my room at the end of the night. Is how I did it. And that'll probably be how I do it this time. I'll do like a meal right at the front as my breakfast, so I won't eat breakfast. Meal right up front, then something midday, and then something at the end of the night to either nibble on at the very end of the night or take back to the hotel room. Because my Airbnb at Kings Island is actually within walking distance, I think. But if you are a Prestige Pass holder, which I am, then you get preferred parking and a preferred entrance. So I'm just gonna drive over. I looked it up and it's like technically a 3-minute drive to the park from where I'm staying. But I'll get that private entrance, which will be nice. So yeah, I don't know, I was just saying on the stuff I need to buy still. So that same offer is available for King's Dominion. I just don't know if the day is not that long. I think it opens at 10 and closes at 9. So I don't know if it'll be worth it. Who knows? I'll probably end up buying it because I like to just I've talked about this before, but when I go on these trips, if I can afford to pay for the upgrades and the extras and whatever it is, so I can like maximize the efficiency of the day, then if I can afford it, I'll take that opportunity. Like with Dollywood, I got all the extras because I know that park's busy. It's a busy season for that park. There's going to be a lot of people and I want to get a lot done. So I bought the skip the lines and the extra this, and I bought the premium parking so I can park closer. I did all the things. And that's what I did with Cedar Point. I stayed on site. I bought all the extras just so I'm not spending time waiting in line as long of lines if I can manage. I'm not spending time parking a mile away if I can manage. Whatever it is I can do to get as much done in that amount of time, because these aren't places that are close to me. And so they might be a once every 5 years, once every 3 years, once every 6 years that I go to some of these places. So I'm like, you know what, might as well invest in making the most out of it, because it's not in my backyard, you know. So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably end up breaking down and buying the skip the lines and the meal pass for King's Dominion and the haunted house stuff before I get there, just to get it out of my head and just know that I've got it. Who knows? That Kings Island one that's like 120, so that's more expensive than Dollywood, because it's like, I think it's going to be a packed day, and that they do the pricing based off of how busy they anticipate it being. It's like surge pricing, and I think those days are going to be busy. At least they're anticipating it. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, but I don't plan on getting any extras for November 2nd at Six Flags America, because there's going to be a bunch of us there, and I don't want to buy a skip the line and then none of the people I'm there with bought one, so then I'm going in this separate line and like I'm now doing my own thing. Like if there's going to be plenty of people there, I don't care. Let's go this way. So I don't want to be there with a group of people and then be like, sorry, I've got the express pass. I'm going to go over here. Bye. Like, I want to be in the same line with everyone so we can ride together, you know. So I haven't bought anything for that park because I just don't think people are doing that. I'm not going to be extra if other people aren't extra. So yeah. But it's going to be a really good couple of months, I have a feeling. And then if I can get to California in December, that would just be icing on the cake. So I could see the Winterfest the winter festivals. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. Diamond painting wise, the only update I have for you is I got another section done on Tropicana. Is that 2 nights ago? Another section done on Tropicana. And so I'm working my way down the left-hand side to complete my border. So while I'm editing tonight, I'll probably be able to do some more. Maybe try to get another section done. But that's really about it. Given that it's already the 20th, there's no way that I'll be able to finish that kit in a month. There's no way I'll be able to finish that kit by the end of the month. So I'm gonna get as far as I can, and then I think I'm gonna take a break from it. Hold on. Oh, something like stuck in my throat, and I was like, either I hack it up on camera or I pause you. So I might pause you. Yeah, there's no way I'll be able to finish Tropicana by the end of the month. And I don't foresee, just with everything going on in October, I don't know. The only reason I'm saying I might just put a pause on it is because I am getting a little tired of the heavy confetti, and I'm at an area in the canvas where there's just a whole mess of browns, lots of browns, which I don't have a problem with generally, but I am just getting a little burnt out on this piece. Not much, but a little. And I keep pushing myself to only work on it and not grab anything else to make as much progress as I can before the end of the month. So I'll keep doing that until October 1st. But once the event ends, I think I just want a little break from it. And I'm gonna try to get more done on Inner Garden by Yume Art and see what I can do with that canvas during the month of October. It's gonna be so intermittent because I'm gonna be all over the place. The 10th through the 17th, I'm gone. The 31st, I mean, that's not a ton, but you know what I mean. But I think if I give it a good try, I can probably get Inner Garden done in October, but I don't think I'd be able to finish Tropicana in October either. So I've got to pick one or the other to commit to. I'm just a little over Tropicana right now. So I think if I just need to switch it up. I haven't touched Inner Garden pretty much since I started the pinup paint along. So I'm itching to get back to that square canvas. And then come November, I'll have my Muka pulled out, and I don't think I'm going to get that done in 2 months. I think I was ambitious in thinking I could get all 3 of these kits done. I don't think so. I think I'll probably get Inner Garden done, and then the others will just be pickups for next year, probably. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do it all. So yeah, I'm not a very quick diamond painter anymore. But yeah, so we'll see. And then you probably already saw it, I'm not sure, maybe not. At my unboxing of Weather Goddess, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kit this up right away. It is stunning, it is beautiful, and I might still kit it up right away after Inner Garden, but I say that as if I'm kitting it up right away and I'm starting on it. Even if I was to kit it up right away, I still want to get done at least Inner Garden. So I mean, I could kit it up today, but I probably wouldn't put a drill on it until next year. It's just so beautiful. I really want to do it. And then I was like, well, I'll just put away Sedona Majesty and I'll kit this up instead and do it in place of Sedona Majesty. I'm like, Anthony, after I sat down and thought about it, I'm like, Anthony, you're really gonna roll up Sedona Majesty that's already kitted up, ready to go, and then kit up something else? Like, you're getting crazy. Yes, you love Weather Goddess, but I also love so many of my other Ivy Dollamores that I've had for like 3 years that I haven't done. So why does it need to be this one? So you might hear that unboxing, or might have already heard that unboxing. Just know that I backpedaled on that, and I changed my mind, and I was like, nope, stick with the plan. So the plan is to get Inner Garden done by the end of the year. That's the only thing I'm gonna try to hold myself to, because it's honestly the only thing I can do. But anyway, we're coming up on 6% battery life here. And so I'm gonna let you go. We're only a block away from the house. We're gonna just do this shorty, because I took him for a walk this morning before we left, or before I left for Glenwood. So we're just gonna do this shorty. I might take him out again before we go to bed, depending on if he's being squirrely or not. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to get home, get to editing, get my diamond painting out, try to get another section or two of Tropicana done, and get a whole mess of videos scheduled for between now and the end of October, like the next 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So wish me luck, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. Happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye. 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 Bye.